This is the sound of a Tijuana apartment building crumbling to the ground. It is just one sign of the city's inadequate infrastructure. Other signs include outdated wastewater treatment plants, dumping raw sewage into the Pacific Ocean, or thousands of cars waiting up to 4 hours to cross the border into San Diego. All of this comes from decades of neglect and is causing serious environmental problems, from ocean contamination because of cross-border sewage to high asthma rates in communities near those long lines of cars waiting to cross the border. But things are changing, albeit slowly.
In terms of investment and infrastructure, we are actually right now in the middle of big investments.
That's Flavio Olivieri, director of the Center for Excellence in Competitiveness and Entrepreneurship at CETIS University in Tijuana. He's referring to high-profile projects like a new border crossing in Otay Mesa and much-needed repairs to the wastewater treatment plant south of Tijuana. How things change from here could depend on the outcome of Mexico's presidential contest. The two leading candidates in the June 2nd election are Claudia Sheinbaum and Xochitl Gálvez. Both say the environment and infrastructure are high priorities. However, they differ significantly in their approach to these problems. Saúl Sandoval is a professor at CETIS University in Tijuana. He says Sheinbaum's political connections to the current Baja California governor could bring more federal pesos to the region. They are both members of the popular Morena party, founded by current president Andrés Manuel López Obrador.
I think that if Sheinbaum wins, and because of the fact that the Baja California's governor belongs to the same political party, I think communication will be better.
On the other hand, Sheinbaum's political connections could also hurt her on environmental issues. López Obrador has made domestic oil production one of his major priorities, and it may be difficult for Sheinbaum to pivot towards clean energy.
And he believed that oil is a very important asset for the country that gives you, to some extent, that strengthens your sovereignty around the world, right? To some extent, he may be right.
López Obrador's embrace of domestic oil production is an example of his belief in centralized power. The Morena party also supports putting the military in charge of major infrastructure projects and managing the border. Gálvez, meanwhile, is a believer in small government, and she's not restrained by López Obrador's policies.
She's more of an engineer and really has pushed for the use of technology. So in general terms, I think that would be something that could be beneficial in terms of operations.
Olivieri is dubious of a more centralized approach.
So the more centralized approach might, have a difficulty in empowering local administrations, where a more decentralized approach, more focused on grassroots and involvement of the community, might provide better solutions if funding, of course, is available.
Regardless of who wins, experts say the border region will get more attention than it has under López Obrador. He has not prioritized the U.S.-Mexico relationship. Rafael Fernández de Castro is the director of the Center for U.S.-Mexico Studies at UC San Diego.
I feel very comfortable, even happy, and I'm optimistic about them because both of them are self-made women. Either choice is very good for Mexico.
But ultimately, Fernández de Castro says local communities along the border cannot depend on the federal government for everything. Local leaders must also step up.
I believe that people from Tijuana and from San Diego and California and Baja California, we really have to get a sense of agency and do the things for ourselves.
It remains to be seen if that local leadership will emerge. Gustavo Solis, KPBS News.